Hello everyone and welcome back to Renowned Explorers. Let's get going. I'm very excited. This run is going well. And Hatisa's leveled up, so let's give her something. Quick Thinker Unpredictable. That would be fine. And Interior Combustion. Okay. I think I'm going to give her Unpredictable. Let's make her a level 6 Quick Thinker. That's already come in handy for us a couple times. And she does get the extra grit from that perk, so that's very good. Let's head toward this oasis. I'd like to pick up some supplies. We're not too low, but might as well pick them up now while we have the chance. Phelan is smoozing up to Hatise constantly. Hatise likes Phelan's enthusiastic and attentive attitude, but is she aware of Phelan's sneaky motives? Probably not. Okay, gets a little bit of extra speech power and some grit for liking Phelan. Alright. The shopkeeper welcomes you and asks, "How can I help you?" So we can get some supplies for a resolve. We can buy some equipment, but we don't have any gold. Yeah, unfortunately, because some of this is nice. Minor treasures, speech power and speech defense, and attack. Wow, those are all really good. Unfortunately, I don't have any gold. But I am tempted to get some supplies. I think I'm going to do that, because I'd like to look around this desert a little bit more. Let's go up here. Ah, another epic encounter. Ooh, very nice. Okay, I'm glad I decided to explore some more. And there is our campfire. Let's do that first. Rest up before our epic adventure. Stories of Suspense. This campfire story gives you level 2 quick thinkers gain +5 speech and +2 campaign whenever a level 2 quick thinker succeeds on the adventure wheel. We do have a level 2 quick thinker. That wouldn't be bad. Let's see what else we got. The +1 secret for every 2 lobbyists and 2 journalists. Well, we're going to hold on to that. I'm planning on buying more of those in the future. 1 crew member gains Athlete Tenacious and Tactician Defense. Jean-Pierre could use Athlete Tenacious, so maybe that's what I want to do. I'm not sure I care enough about that. Let's do this one, and we'll discard this one and see if we can grab something a little bit more interesting. You know what? I'm tempted to discard this one too. Let's do that. All right, fighter training. Let's give that to Jean-Pierre. The crew is enjoying a quiet night, the campfire is nice and warm, and Phelan starts some idle talk. While everyone relaxes, Jean-Pierre feels motivated to do a little bit more. This crew member learns Athlete Tenacious or Tactician Defense, and we are going to give him Athlete Tenacious. He wants to be stronger. What a fantastic idea. Jean-Pierre will do some push-ups and go for a run to improve both body and spirit. Jean-Pierre is now extra tenacious and will help out the crew with that extra effort. Awesome. Yep, very good. Okay. Let's move along. And here we have our epic encounter. After navigating a particularly tenacious sandstorm, the crew finds something fantastic. The puzzling red pyramid of Snefuru? It is said to be notoriously dangerous, or it's probably Nefuru. The S is probably silent. But uncovering its secret is every explorer's dreams. Yeah, we're gonna explore it. As you approach the pyramid, you encounter an unpleasant surprise. Cassandra Shafiq, the Egyptologist from Revelo's crew. You distinctly remember each other from your encounter in the Highlands. Yes, we do. Yes, we have made it pretty far, no thanks to you. It matters not. The treasures found in this pyramid are for me and Revelo to take. Revelinus? Keep him out while I go explore this pyramid. What a ridiculous name for a henchman. And wow, we have a lot of options here. We're gonna go through these a little slowly here. Defend yourselves, starts an encounter, okay. Hatise fools them with a quick-witted distraction, increases our odds for a coming challenge by 25%, and we get an encounter. Jean-Pierre has something to say about the term Revellini. Your odds for a coming challenge increase by 25, and we get 2 campaign and 1 encounter. And same for Phelan. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do this one. It gives us a little bit extra campaign, and we still get the increase and the encounter. Okay. Jean-Pierre thinks the term Rivellini is a derogative, void of respect, and quite frankly, sexist. The henchmen agree. We're sick of being led around like dogs by Cassandra, who always comes up with these silly nicknames. This portrayal of henchmen is absurd. They let you pass. You're hot on Cassandra's trail. Awesome. The crew is inside the pyramid. Others have tried to best it, but they never got far. You arrive in the first room. It seems that Cassandra knows you coming and has blocked the path with a limestone plate. You could push the heavy thing aside, but an athlete rush might also do the job, and we're definitely going to do that. Yeah, that's awesome. More chances for our coming challenge, whatever it is, 25% additional, and 100% from our very, very strong athlete. We also have athlete smashing, so we get an even better chance anyway. Jean-Pierre charges toward the stone, a pickaxe in hand, and with great force shatters it. Such unbelievable force. You continue forward, gaining some ground on Cassandra. Awesome. The crew carries on through the musty halls to find the fabled chamber of hieroglyphs. Uh-oh, this is probably going to take an archaeologist if we don't have one. Switches with hieroglyphs are everywhere, each switch representing a notable achievement of the Egyptian civilization. The way forward is absent. Cassandra must have passed through here just seconds ago. If you want to visit my tomb, pay respect by listing my achievements. So... we have a very small percentage chance of doing this the right way because we have an archaeologist. We can press all the switches, which will increase our odds for the coming challenge by 15%, but could possibly have a negative or positive, I guess, extra event. Or we can just take our minus 10% because we already have a plus 50 for our previous two, and look for the switches that Cassandra used, and we'll do that. Looking at which switches have been recently pressed and are free of dust, with some investigation and a little bit of luck, a secret door opens. You are losing ground on Cassandra, though. That's okay. The crew is down a long hallway. It has abrupt corners as it goes down pretty consistently. We need to catch up with Cassandra. We take a final corner and see a closing door. A massive stone door is sliding down. Cassandra must have triggered something to seal off the tomb. Here is our chance. We have 80% from built-up odds, and we're going to hope that's enough. I mean, 80% is pretty good. It's just a matter of, do we get unlucky? Oh my gosh, that was... whew, I was worried. You made it. The door is closing quickly, but Hattis is the last one to slide through heroically before it slams down. Let's face Cassandra in the burial chamber of Neferu. Riches, secrets, and documents are everywhere, it looks like, but above all, the Mask of Neferu, an absolutely stunning treasure, but Cassandra is here. Okay, we do want the mask, that's definitely true. And we're going to say, give it to us or we'll punch her lights out, because that's what we did to her before. If you recall, in the original first expedition of this campaign, she wasn't real thrilled at the time. Okay, so we have the option here of friendly for 4 campaign tokens, or aggressive for our secret in campaign. We've upgraded our campaign token so much that there are 4 campaigns is actually probably better than the secret, but yeah, but they're friendly, so aggressive is going to be probably the way to go. You know what? We can start friendly, though, if War Dance will take out 2 of these guys. Almost. Okay, you know what? We're going to start with friendly. And that made Hattis a little bit confident, too, which hopefully will come in handy. It may not. You never know. We do want to get rid of these, whatever. I'll see what they're called in a second. The female henchmen. They are very good at buffing people, and I don't like having them around. Oh, that was the only one. So apparently I can't check what their actual name was. Sorry. I hate to call them just female henchmen, but at the moment, that's all I know about them. Buffer henchmen, maybe? Annoying henchmen? Meh. Okay, and we'll try to get a good piercing arrow off if we can. Doesn't look like they're gonna group up in a way that will make that easy, though. Okay, well, this is an interesting situation. I think I'll just use piercing arrow to take out these 2. Just get them out of the way. And then we should be able to use Phelan and Jean-Pierre. Ooh, no, we can't actually. I was about to say we should be able to use Phelan and Jean-Pierre to take out these other 2 henchmen with 1 hit. But that doesn't actually appear to be the case. Wow. I will try to get lucky here. Hopefully this will take him out. I did. Good. And now I'm hoping that maybe Phelan can assassinate this one. Ah, there we go. I positioned Jean-Pierre so he'd be flanking. And that worked out really well, actually. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so Cassandra has switched to Devious, which does give her an advantage. Whatever that attack was that she just did didn't seem to work very well. Hattis is not in range, so I'll go ahead and just focus her, buff her up a little bit. And we'll go ahead and get to work. Or Cassandra. She complained last time that we were being real brutes to her by beating her up aggressively, and here we are doing it again, but she did kind of ask for it. Uh-oh, more henchmen, rivalinis, as Cassandra calls them. Okay, Cassandra switched to aggressive attacks? That's interesting. You don't see that very often. Fortunately, Atissa's buffed up and ready to go. And we should be able to easily take her out before her rivalinis arrive. There we go. There's our secret. Let's see what we get for this. Is this how you settle things? You are a murderous barbarian. Take the mask. You will hear from me once I report your violent behavior to fellow explorers. Whatever, Snake Eyes. The Mask of Neferu is still lying in the middle of the room. It's yours to take, along with all the items around it. So we get a treasure hunt, a secret, and a discovery, along with the mask itself. Let's see what it is. Alright, Death Mask of an Ancient Pharaoh. +2 treasure hunt, 6 to 10 research from discovery. Your current highest level athlete gives +1 treasure hunt on athlete spins. That's really interesting. And your current highest level archaeologist gains +1 secret on archaeologist spins. That would be the one we take, obviously, if we had an archaeologist, which we don't. So, yeah, I think I'm going to take the treasure hunt for athlete spins. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I can't complain about that. With that, your adventure in the Red Pyramid has reached its conclusion. The crew will long remember the race against Cassandra, how Atis barely slid underneath the closing door, and how you obtained the Mask of Neferu, fair and square. Awesome. Well, that was really, really good. We are at 6 supplies, so we can still afford to explore a little bit. We do have an engineer rogue challenge here that I'd like to go check out, so let's go do that. And then we'll loop around back to this oasis. A caravan of explorers from the British excavation forces looking to find treasures for the Empire. One of the investors seems to have an important document. Phelan, being a rogue, can easily steal that. Very nice. Phelan escapes the explorers. Lusekan? Lusekan? I have no idea. Huh. Okay. Lusekan, slowpokes. That's my best try, so there you go. Phelan makes away with the document and some coin. Right? And let's loop back around to that oasis. I don't really want to go through this nature challenge. Although the athlete could be what we need. But I will run out of supplies if I do that. So I'm just going to go this way. Still hoping to find my hidden hoard, but it seems unlikely at this point, doesn't it? You arrive at an oasis with some friendly nomads. They are in a cheerful mood. Okay. Welcome, travelers. We just had a lucrative journey, and if that isn't enough, God has blessed us with this bountiful oasis. We want to share our fortune. Oh, that's very nice. We can do business. 2 supplies and 8 collect. We can get 3 supplies and 3 collect, or we can get 4 supplies. The 2 supplies and 8 collect is hard to pass up. Hard to pass up indeed. 8 collect is a lot. I think I'm going to take the supplies, though. I really don't want to take too many debuffs. Oh, that's very tempting, which is meant to be, I'm sure. But, I don't know. Yeah, okay, we'll take the supplies. Alright, the nomads wave us goodbye. Very nice. That was very kind to them. Now, we could probably make it to here without running out of supplies, but there is a witch challenge here with an encounter. And it's only 1 cost to move there. It's 2 to go back down here, though. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So we'd take 1 debuff, maybe 2. That's probably worth it. A private British expedition force. They are in possession of a full set of canopic jars, a piece that would be better off in a museum than a private collection. Can I help you, dear travelers? A cup of tea, perhaps? Now, we probably could have Phelan just convince him to part with them. Let's check. Yeah, Phelan can just do that. We won't get our secret, but we also won't piss off the British, which, you know, historically is a good choice. Let's go ahead and do that. With a lot of flattery, Phelan persuades the investor. Well, of course I want the whole world to see my achievements, and yes, I did trim my mustache today. Thank you for noticing. That's when, sadly, a less pompous advisor approaches the investor. I know these people, sir. They do not have a good reputation. There is no reason to entrust our treasure to these people. You have to come up with something impressive fast. Well, Phelan, fortunately, has that ability. Phelan makes up a story with some false documents. You've been sent here by none less than the Queen. The expedition force falls for it and quickly hands over the canopic jars to Phelan. Very nice. Free treasure. And that will finish this Retriever of Treasure quest as well. And we'll grab the 2 Discovery, because I do want to make sure we finish out that tree I was talking about, and that will help. Especially since we don't have any study yet. So all of our study will be coming from these Discovery tokens, which is a little unfortunate, but yeah. A cool-looking figure approaches the crew. On closer inspection, it's Yamal's the Eagle from Constantinople. Oh, I've never seen this before. Apparently, that's her Hatace's sister. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, let's take a look. Some might have noticed it already, but Hatice and Yilmaz are sisters. Yilmaz immediately starts pressuring Hatice. Hey, small fry, I was hoping to find you here. I'm here to collect my debt you still owe me from 2 years ago. I hope you're ready to cough it up. The incident cost me 2 aromatas. Help? Nah, just kidding. I'm here on the order of the Sultan for an investigation on the anti-explorers. Here, I'll share some information and equipment with you, little sister. Now take care, and don't make the same mistake as 2 years ago. That's awfully nice. John Piet wonders what catastrophe Hatice started 2 years ago. Yeah, okay, that seems right. Oh, we get some binoculars and a discovery. Great. Wow, those binoculars. 1 movement, gain engineer piloting and tinkerer. Wow, that's an incredible item. Yeah, that's an awesome item. Unfortunately, we don't need piloting, because we already have it. So, even though it would, and I'd have to replace the monkey wrench. So it would only give us a rank 2 engineer anyway. So why don't we give that to someone else? Why don't we give that to, oh, well, all our slots are taken. But never mind. So we are going to trade it out just to give the 1 movement speed. Might as well. So instead of being a pilot and advanced tool, she's now a pilot and a tinkerer, but she does get the extra movement speed. Her movement speed is already insane as a scout, but hey, a little bit more, can't complain. Now, I could go down here and try to get these supplies, but we don't have a diplomat or an archaeologist, which makes that very unlikely to pan out. On the other hand, I'm not convinced. Well, there's an engineer rogue challenge. You know what? Let's try for that. The crew finds some materials that can be used to create a helpful gear or tools. The materials could also just be studied. Let's go ahead and try to make something useful. A tool might come in handy for this final boss, because we don't have an archaeologist or a tactician. Success. Hatice has a stroke of inspiration. Very nice. Your next challenge will be easier because of the tool. We are out of supplies now, and Hatice loses some attack power, which is just the thing I didn't want her to lose. But I guess that's the way it goes. Alright, so we have to go 2 more spaces regardless of which direction we choose, so we might as well do the encounter and try to get another secret. You stumble upon a graveyard full of camel carcasses, some rotting. Hatice is disgusted by the smell, but one of the carcasses is moving. As you approach, you see a group of scorpions eating it. As soon as they see you, they come rushing towards you. Let's engage them. Alright, there's our secret to grab. We do have Mood Switcher and Mr. and Mrs. Friendly. I'm not willing to give up my secret for 1 point, but we will try to get Mood Switcher probably. Yeah, there's enough scorpions here that we don't have to. We can risk that. So we will start with Friendly, because Friendly is the easiest mood to switch out of. It only takes 1 physical attack to switch out of Friendly, which makes it very, very easy. There we go. So there's our second switch, I should say, because going Friendly originally counts. And then we'll go ahead and start doing some devious attacks. We can do 1 more devious attack next turn to switch to devious, and then we'll go back to aggressive. A little bit of a pinch. No, missed. Okay, never mind. Try again. I'm failing this time. Alright, that time we got stung. It's interesting to me that they didn't decide to add poison as a mechanic to some of these creatures. Not that the game needs to be more difficult necessarily, but it would make it a little bit more interesting to have to worry about that. Maybe they felt that since there's no easy way to cure poison at the moment, they would have had to either add it, or it would have felt very unfair to watch a character that was low on health just bleed out, although you could have always healed them. I don't know. Maybe that's something they'll add in the future. Maybe they'll add a poison mechanic at some point. That'd be quite interesting. I would be for that, just because it would add some interest. Okay, go back to our aggressive attitude when we can, which will be right now. And finish off this last scorpion, hopefully. Ooh, not quite. We'll give it a try. We'll get lucky. And if not, might as well hit him anyway. But there we go, and that will end this counter aggressively. Rivalo will get his 1 point from Mr. and Mrs. Friendly eventually, but I'm not too worried about that. And we get a couple study as a case study on desert wildlife. Out of supplies, and Tatis's loses lost speech power. That's not that bad. And Feilin has leveled up. Let's go ahead and do that. And she already has Beguiler Storytelling. So I really don't want to take that. So we'll take Engineer. It does give her an attack, so it's not the end of the world. All right. And let's rush to the end here before we take too many more debuffs. A group of Egyptians crosses your path. One of them seems to be a journalist who wants to cover a story in the south. Sure, we can impress them. That should be easy. Some well-placed compliments and a telling story. Feilin convinces the journalist to write a big article on you. You can see it already. Jean-Pierre leads explorers to uncover Egyptian secrets. Okay, and there's our Jean-Pierre loses armor. Not the end of the world. Could have been worse. Let's finish up this expedition. Onwards. The crew approaches the temple that is in excellent state. However, the seal has already been removed. After following a hallway, the crew arrives at the Chamber of War. Sarcophagi of soldiers are aligned against the wall, and a stele stands tall in the center. We'll jot down some prestigious stories for some extra campaign. By decree of Sekhmet, only those skilled in the art of war may proceed. The sarcophagus bursts open. It's a mummy general. Beat me in a game of war and prove your worth. We are terrible at war. We don't have a tactician, so we're going to try to talk to him instead. Isn't war tied to diplomacy? Maybe that can be used to convince such a high-ranking person as a general. Who will engage in diplomatic talks? Well, Feilin is not a diplomat. She's a beguiler, so she's not really that good at this. So we're going to go ahead and use our tool here to give her a 73% chance. And very nice. That's why I wanted that tool. I thought it would come in handy here, and it did. Feilin puts the general under pressure with persuasive arguments, forcing a peace treaty. An impressive show of wisdom. You are worthy. Let's continue. Wall paintings here describe locations where offerings were brought to Sekhmet in order to win her favor. Let's get some study just to try to get that tree finished later on. At least 30 minutes pass. The crew walks down a very long corridor. Feilin feels very uncomfortable in this dry and closed space, but Jean-Pierre bolsters the crew's will to carry on. You hear some noises in the distance. You find a new room, sacred ground to the goddess Sekhmet. The room is lit red with the oddest light and filled with ancient treasure. At last, war rises again. Oh no. The incarnation of Sekhmet stands before you. Finally, I'm whole again. First, I need to repay my debt. The goddess of war has been called to wage war against the enemies of her followers. You. Let's engage. 4-star encounter here. Now, Sekhmet is an interesting boss. She remains very passive and friendly as long as you are friendly. But the minute you go aggressive, she becomes much stronger and goes aggressive as well. This crew is not very good at being friendly, but I can start that way if I wanted to. There's not much point, because I'm going to have to switch to aggressive immediately anyway. So I'm just going to start it that way. And hopefully, my plan at the moment, although we might see Sekhmet transform here. Yeah, there we go. So there's the transformation. She's become stronger and now has a lot of armor, which is going to make that a little tough. We're going to bring Jean-Pierre up and take out this mummy here. And then we're going to use this turn to buff Hattis up. It's like usual, and try to get a good AoE off next turn. Excellent. I love to get that buff off on Hattis' first turn. Very, very powerful. I'd love them to line up a little bit better, but they seem to be refusing to do that. Very impolite. We should have no problem taking out this guy. Well, it could be close. There we go. We got lucky. Nice. And let's see if Hattis can get some good damage off here. Yeah, pretty decent. Can't quite take out the dark mummy here. This mummy is more powerful than the regular mummies, typically. Just stronger attack. So I wouldn't mind taking that one out. Inspiring attack can make our allies confident if they're nearby, but they're not nearby right now. And there's two back here. So I'm gonna go over here and make sure I'm not in range. Is that how I want to do this? You know what? I'm gonna do it this way. Yep, I'm gonna do that. That will bring Hattis out of range of these mummies that are coming from behind there. And will allow Jean-Piet to come up here and finish off the slightly stronger one. So then we just have Sekhmet and these two that are in the left. And hopefully they can't reach Jean-Piet from that position. I don't think they can. Alright, Sekhmet gets to start attacking. A miss, that's a great start. Alright. And, you know what? Whoa, wait a minute. We're going to bring Hattis up here. And I'm bringing her into melee for a reason. So I'm going to bring Jean-Piet in to between Phelan and Hattis and use Inspiring Attack. I don't need the heal, but this will make both of my other characters confident. Actually, it'll make all my characters confident, which increases their attack by 25%, which should be really helpful. That will make sure that Phelan can now do 100% of a mummy's health in one hit, as opposed to having to roll high for it. She should have no problem taking out this second mummy, and she can deal with any adds on this side, and we'll let Hattis deal with any adds on the other side while we work on the boss. Okay, decent amount of damage. Not too bad, though. We'll just keep hitting her. Let's see what Hattis can do damage-wise. Okay, about the same. Making good progress, though. The new arrivals from last turn should be out of range still. We'll just finish off this first group that appeared. And we might be able to finish off Bastet, which is the avatar of Sekhmet, I guess. Might probably be able to finish off her this turn before the other mummies get here, hopefully. That would be nice, at least, if we could do that. Maybe not. Oh, you know what? How about an assassinate? I bet that would help. Well, actually, it does, but not as much as I would have thought. Ooh, that could do it, though. 80% chance, but I'm going to take the chance. Yes, very nice. That might have done just enough extra damage that we can now finish her off with an ore. Or you feeling okay? Question mark. You have dominated your opponents. We got our secret. Very nice. Enough. It is clear I am not yet ready to raise war and curses over your kin. I need to rest for another 4,000 years. A god is defeated, and all of our crew members get their speech defense permanently increased by 5. Very nice. She left behind a mask of pure gold and precious metals. Okay, 4 treasure hunt, 4 discovery, 2 to 4 gold from collect or 6 collect. I'm tempted to take the 6 discovery, again, to make sure I can finish off that tree. 4 treasure hunt, which would be very nice as well. The treasure hunt also gives status, which is awesome. You know what? I have a lot of discovery, but 4 more discovery, 20 to 30 research, and we have 4 already. So we could get another like 120 or so, which would definitely come in handy. Yeah, let's take the discovery, just to make sure I can finish off that tree I wanted. Hattis refuses to leave without some of the treasure, despite the fact that the temple is collapsing, because she is a greedy, greedy person. Oh, Hattis. Unbelievable. The crew's about to run when Jean-Piet looks back. Hattis is memorized by the treasure. Jean-Piet throws a punch to snap Hattis out of it. That's the right way to do it. And the crew starts running, but not without Hattis smuggling some gold. So we only have a 35% chance of getting out of here. That's not good. Nope. Not gonna happen. Oh no, you're trapped. You almost made it out while leaving spoils behind, but the entrance collapses in front of you. Balin is starting to panic. Are you stuck here for the rest of your life? When a huge steam drill opens the entrance. It is Revelo. Jean-Piet is more frustrated than relieved of being saved by your rival. That's understandable, I should say. I'm here to investigate a sister group called the Anti-Explorers. Have you seen anything? No, we didn't, because we didn't have an archaeologist. Revelo seems to have expected that. Of course, you're a rookie. Silly of me to ask. However, I fear they pose a threat to all of us. I'll handle this matter myself. Why are we still here? Let's move out. Let's go back to London. We did get our Retriever treasure as well. Very nice. Over double Revelo's points right now. 50 points for us and 21 for him. Going pretty well. All of our treasure, not a bad haul, really, not bad at all. And we have these that are still activated. So 9 campaign because of 1 campaign at the end of each expedition for each level Beguiler. And then 18 from Sailor Stories. 2 campaign for each level Beguiler as well. And then 1 extra insight from our research paper. We're going to get almost 2,500 status on this one expedition. Look at that. Oh, I didn't know how close, how correct I was when I said that. 1 status away from 2,500 status. All right. The show-off is at it again. Revelo has got more honorary titles for orphanages, but we are going to promise not to do 3-star less expeditions and get some points of our own. Good luck, brave explorers. All right, and we need to unlock a city. So do we want New Orleans for the equipment shop in Entourage Hall, equipment shop in Sydney, or new jobs in Africa? And I definitely want the new Entourage Hall. I think it's going to be good for us with all this status that we have. 2,800 almost. And we haven't even spent our 5 insight yet. All right. Excellent. We'll call it quits there for now, and we will look at doing some more next time, as soon as our status collector porcelain activates for 2,000 status. Very nice. And we're already over halfway to our next one. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.